Speak sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Sitting all day may shorten your life. Here's how to undo the damage. Break key takeaways. People with sedentary jobs have a higher risk of heart disease and early death compared to those who sit less. Prolonged sitting contributes to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and metabolic issues. Even inactive individuals.Experts recommend standing or moving every 20 minutes to improve circulation and reduce the health risks of sitting too long. Break sitting for too long during the day can compromise your health and shorten your lifespan. Break. A study in Taiwan found that people with sedentary jobs had a 34% higher risk of dying from heart disease and 16% higher risk of death from any cause, compared to people who didn't sit much at work. Other studies have shown that even moderate exercise cannot offset the harm of sitting all day. Break. Why sitting all day harms your health. Break. Research has linked physical inactivity to biomarkers of chronic low-grade inflammation. This can lead to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, and impaired kidney function. Break. Since people who work long hours at a desk job often share similar characteristics with those who have a sedentary lifestyle, they may experience the same health risks. Break. Another study found that older women who sat for 11.6 hours or more a day had an 57% higher risk of death from any cause than did women who spent less than 9.3 hours a day, even if they did some high-intensity exercise. Break. Number 156, there are vascular effects from sitting too long and blood starts to pool in your extremities, meaning that the body is not activated to move the blood around as much. And number 157, said Andrea Z. LaCroix, Ph.D., the senior author of the study and distinguished professor of epidemiology at the University of California, San Diego. Break. How often you should get up and move around. Break. LaCroix and her colleagues are now studying how frequently people should get up from their seated position to reduce health risks. Break. Number 156, the optimal interval to sit before standing again may only be 20 minutes. And number 157, she said. Break. While researchers are not yet certain of the optimal frequency to interrupt sitting, LaCroix said that getting up 3 times each hour is better than only getting up once per hour. Less than /speak hour. Ultimately, you should incorporate patterns of behavior that can reduce your total sitting time. Break. Simple ways to break up sitting time. Break. Movement supplies the body with oxygen, LaCroix said. And number 156, for example, just going from sitting to standing improves blood pressure. And number 157, she added. Break. You can get up to walk to the kitchen or to the mailbox in between screen time. Or, you can set up a stopwatch to remind yourself to stand or walk around for 5 minutes every so often. Break. Number 156, you raise your heart rate simply by going from sitting to standing, and if you stroll, your heart rate goes up even more. And number 157, LaCroix said. And number 156, what I want to communicate is that people need to do whatever they can to stand up more often. And number 157. Break. A treadmill desk could be a good option, according to Francisco Lopez-Jimenez, Maryland, MS, chair of preventive cardiology at the Mayo Clinic. You can also try something simple, such as moving your trash can to as far away as possible, so you have to regularly get up to throw away trash. Break. He also recommends having stretch bands and light weights in rooms where you sit, so you can do some light workouts to raise your heart rate when you take a break. Break. Number 156, unless we make standing up and being active intentional, it's hard not to keep sitting for a long time. And number 157, Lopez-Jimenez, rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 80% on prescription drugs. Less than /speak.